Somebody's in trouble. Hey, everybody. Happy Sunday. Lawson, come to the front because you was cutting up earlier. You knew I saw it because I saw you say you saw the face I made. Mm-hmm. You was cutting up, sir. Yeah, you know it's you. I know it ain't me. I said, I can't wait. I can't wait. Mm-hmm. Hey, Miss Cheryl. Hey, Joe Bye. Hey, Flossin. Hey, Simply Pale. How you doing, sis? How's everybody doing? Happy Sunday. Hey, Mr. BS. Happy Sunday. How was y'all weekend? How y'all doing? Hey, fam. Happy Sunday. How was y'all weekend, y'all? I've been busy. I got some. I look. What do they say about idle minds? Mm-hmm. Idle minds are the devil's playground. That's what they say. That's what they say. And this mind got idle, and then I was at low. Okay, that's it. Y'all see why soon enough. I know I've been working on the new garden setup, so that's all I got. Hey, Christine, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Watching me work makes you tired. I stay working. I don't know how to sit still. Sorry. Sorry. And I feel like if I'm not working, then people gonna be like, "What the videos at, girl? You sitting around doing nothing?" So here we are. Happy it's over. Hey, Soyini, how you doing? Oh, Soyin. You know what? I mess it up every time. Soyin, how you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. Oh, don't come up in here trying to smooth it over after you was acting foolish in Brooks Live, fam. Don't try, but I'll take it. Thank you. Hey, girl, dad, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Y'all, he was over there cutting up. Talking about some weight. Gina didn't win watermelon wars. Just cutting up. So how was y'all weekend? What y'all been up to? Y'all up? I can do it this way. I got a package. Wonder who it's from. Yes, I got a package, and I said I was going to open it on live. They said I could if I wanted to, so I will. You see, it says fragile, just like me and my feelings, fam. They're fragile, but you just step all over them at every opportunity you have. Hey, Kat, how you doing? Happy Sunday. I am good, girl. I am. I said it correctly. It's Soyini. So maybe I be because you corrected the yin. I just assumed that I took the I off the end. Soyini. Got it. Tell me if I said it right. But you were asking me how I am. I'm great. Squirrel. That's me. Busy getting over. Oh, I hope you get back to yourself 100%. Trying to get caught up on posting videos. Look, yeah, they probably are Joe Bob, but it ain't that kind of package. Listen, they probably are. Look, I know I'm on a watch list. I've probably been on a watch list way longer than y'all know me. And I wasn't even in the 2A community at that time. I'm look, didn't you just hear me say what they say about idle minds? Listen, I didn't need the okay, we just go past. Moving them birds. You're terrible. Mm-mm. Hey, Delightful Roots Farm. How you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. No, y'all, people, they like me. They like me. So I'm going to open it on here, but I'm going to let some more people come in. Said 22 on a bird. Mm-mm. So, yeah, I have been. What else did I do this weekend? A lot of garden work because I'm trying to get it together so I could do a garden tour. And I'm not doing a garden tour until it's completely done. So this is the plus for y'all because technically speaking, I originally said I was going to redo the garden in the spring of 26. But what did I say again about idle minds? Oh, okay. So it started now. So y'all might see a garden tour before the end of the year, the way I'm going. Oh, they tracking, honey. They are tracking. My Google search got me on a list by itself. The things that my mind get curious about. And then I feel sorry for them because they probably listen to me talking things and they're probably like, oh, she's harmless. Of course I am. I'm terrible, y'all. I have seeds for you ready. Awesome. Thank you, sis. Postal inspectors at the mailbox. That's why, look, I have that. So let me share this. Actually, I got a couple of things to share. See if anybody catches it. Anyway, um, I got finally, I've been dragging my feet on this. I had one many years ago and then got rid of it because I stopped doing content for a short period of time. I've been on YouTube a long time, y'all. Needless to say, I got my P.O. box. I've been dragging my feet on getting that done. Then I realized I could do it online. And I was like, bet. Because, the whole thing is going into the post office. Even though I'm going there to drop packages off all the time, that's like a quick boom, boom, boom. Nothing else I ever done there has been a quick. Like, anyway, got the P.O. box set up. So my P.O. box information is now in the about. So if you need to send me anything, just send it to the P.O. box. Unless you already have Well, P.O. Box probably still would be better. But if you already have an address for me, some people do. That's one no channel bell. Listen, I didn't need a channel for me to be on that list. Ain't no tracking. They work together. That's right. It does. That's why I try to keep it under that. I try to keep it below radar. Hey, Homesteader Rachel, this that haul you picked up. Y'all, some of y'all should be so glad that I am in Ohio and y'all are in the states that y'all are in, because the amount of me annoying you that would happen. And I know y'all like, you could come. Y'all would be like, when is she going to leave me alone? Because I would be over there shopping in y'all gardens. I would be shopping in the deals that y'all pick up. Like, are you going to need 10 bottles of that or 10 bags of that? Y'all be tired of me. Hey, Jamia, how you doing, sis? Hey, Foothills of Appalachia, how you doing? Happy Sunday. So, y'all would be tired of it. No, true enough, I would give the same. But y'all, I'll be over there shopping probably the most. I wouldn't even want the stuff. I want the food. Because some of these fruits that I'm seeing harvested and things are making me jealous. I want some. I want some. I got sent a package. I did a short on it. Yes, I had to think, like, what did I do? I think it was a short. I'm pretty sure I did a short. I won dragon fruit on Juicing with Jay's channel. Actually, Cali Boy Jay. He changed his channel name. Hey, Burner Girl. And the day you posted Black Cow for $3, I was jealous. I get it. And you know what? When I went back, it was clear. I didn't buy any of it though, but it was clear. But Cali Boy J, I won dragon fruit. Well, when he sent my box, which was a box similarly this size, it had lemon in it and pomegranate. And the variety of pomegranate that he sent me was a sweet pomegranate, not the tart one like you see in the grocery stores most times. You get in the grocery store most times. It was so good. So somebody may or may not have dropped a ton of pomegranate seeds to see if they could get them to germinate. And I'm like, I don't care how many do. I don't care if just a couple do, and I don't care if all of them do. If I get a lot of them, this is my innate issue. I do not like to, once I get something to germinate, I am not going to let go of that thing. So some of those, if I get a lot of them to germinate, are going to get rehomed. So there might be some people getting a pomegranate start next year, because those are going to have to go in my greenhouse to go through their process, because, yeah, y'all know, Ohio, we get sub-zeros up in this joint. Yeah. So, yeah. Do what you got to do. I was sprouting. See, me too. I was like, first of all, I didn't even know how it worked. I was like, where's the seeds? Do they have seeds? And I was like, the seeds are in the fruit. And so I don't eat pomegranate typically because I don't like tart stuff that much. Now, if it's sweet and tart, that's different. But if it's just tart, I'm not a fan. And these were so good. But yes, the seeds are in there. And it's like the seeds in there and these fruits are not very much of a, if you've ever had pomegranate. But it was delicious. I don't know, Christine. However, don't listen to what the internet said. What up, broke? Because the internet be saying, oh, it'll be years upon years before you get fruit from something that you sprout from seed. And we have proven that wrong a bazillion times. If anybody's going to test the theories of those things, I can promise you 2 people that are amongst you right now. Myself, some have failed, some have passed. and Broke Farmer. I promise you, we gonna test the limit. Like, tell us it can't happen. Okay, we gonna find out. We gonna find out. I found out that it is actually factual that you will not be growing turmeric and ginger in the winter in Ohio. Okay, so don't do that. Don't do it. We tested it. There's a video if you want to go back and see where I literally hit up uh David Corey. I called him like, hey, because I knew he grew ginger, probably even turmeric, but I knew for sure ginger. And I was like, hey, I got this ginger I want to grow, but I need to know how I need to grow it, like how much soil it needs to be in, blase, blase. And he's like, oh yeah, gee, you just do this and that. You don't, it doesn't need a whole lot of soil, blah, blah, blah. But gee, you can't grow that right now. Now, mind you, this was like, it might have been March. He's like, you can't grow this right now. You got to wait till get to your after your first frost. And I was like, oh, okay. He was like, yeah, but just do this and that, and it'll be fine. I was like, oh, okay. I promise y'all, this is exactly what happened. I hung up the phone with him. I grabbed my tripod and my phone, and I went outside and dug up the planter and did a video, literally saying in the video, just hung up with David Corey. He said not to do this, but we gonna see if it can work. It did not. I literally just had a conversation with him about that yesterday. So don't do that. But don't let somebody tell you it can't be done. If you want to test the theory, what if it worked? And then I would be like, hey, it worked for me. I've had things that have. So just saying. Let's see. What did I miss? Oh, I watched Callie Bourget and Precious. Yes, live. He said he sent you some. He did. I was in the live, but I didn't hear when he said that because I didn't come in at the beginning. If they grow for you and they're sweet, let me know. They are sweet. I will tell you that variety was sweet. There was no tart to it. It was delicious. And Precious is growing two varieties that are sweet. So I need to ask Jay which variety that was because I don't know, but it was delicious. My patience is short. Bakusha kumquat from seed 2 years to fruit for me. See? And I remember seeing that in your video as well, Broke, when you said that. And people be like, oh, no, you da-da. Just like, well, we were having a conversation, if you were in Broke's Live, where somebody called him the citrus king. And I was like, I'd probably say the fig king because he has a bazillion figs. He has a lot of citrus as well. But I didn't realize he wasn't eating as many of the figs because he wasn't fruiting like that. My fig trees, all of them were sent to me this year. I had 2 sent to me as a gift. If you haven't been following me that long, in March, my baby brother passed away. And excuse me, homesteader Rachel sent me 2 fig trees in honor of him. And then I had purchased 2 fig trees that I'm just gonna say a friend because I don't want, in case she don't want everybody to know and be hitting her up to do stuff. A friend in Georgia has a nursery that had figs, and she sent me. I had her get them, and I paid for them, and she sent them to me. So because Broke gives me crap, I was like, okay, I'll put the figs in the ground. Now I realized the figs get so big, but I did put 4 fig trees in the ground. I have harvested from my Chicago Hardy multiple times, and my brown turkey currently is loaded. Matter of fact, I'll do a short this week to show y'all that fig tree is huge and loaded. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back and get a snippet from when I planted them because I did a video on that. so you can see what it went from to where it is now, and I have fruit already. So we are talking about a matter of, because my he passed in March, I probably got the figs in April, somewhere between April and May, and we are in October. Okay, you do the math. Just saying. You never know. And these were not already bushed out plants. These were small, very, some of them were like a stick. And I'm going to show, I'll do a short to show that. Hi, Mama Shirley. Did I say hi to you? Hey, Mama Shirley. My Persian lime has 3 limes. Awesome. I was, wait, when I just got it in March. That part. My what is that lemon? Meyer lemon. It passed this year, but the first year I got it, it put on lemons. Actually, all honesty, I bought it with lemons on it. Let me go back. I actually bought it with lemons on it, but yeah, but it was a baby plant. I could have told you that, Mama Shirley. You should have told me before I tested the theory. Had you already tested it? Hey, Mike, you got to try stuff. That's right. Folks said it best. Google ain't got, that's facts. Google ain't got a garden. I said jackfruit and soursop seedlings to Florida after they got 12 inches high. That's what's up. I did have Jay. So, yeah, I don't know what just happened there because it didn't. I have a signal. I don't know. Anyway, probably like 3 years ago, Jay sent me cuttings from multiple dragon fruit. I don't even remember which varieties they were anymore, but he sent me probably 3 or 4 different varieties of his dragon fruit cuttings to Ohio. So I had them inside. I had them in soil. And honestly, I'm going to be quite honest with y'all. In the beginning, I was doing all the things. And I was like, ain't no way. I didn't have the capacity, space, or nothing to deal with. I didn't have a greenhouse then either to deal with dragon fruit in Ohio. Like it would need to come inside. It cannot be outside. Not in, like, what? So I started like kind of not paying attention to it. It was like background noise. I didn't get rid of them. They were just in the house, just background noise. I wasn't watering them or none of the things. And then every so often I would see new growth. And I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not taking care of them. But they would have new growth. So I was like, it wants to live. So I started watering it. And then last year, I think it was, is when I met Pepper Rookie. And we started trading stuff, bartering pretty much with things that I had, things that he had that we could switch off on. And he's in Florida. That's what made me think of it. He's in Florida. And I put those dragon fruit. He didn't even know they were coming because that wasn't the item we bartered for. That was an extra little something. I put them in a box, sent that stuff to Florida, and they living their best life. Because there's no way. There is no way I could do that. Now I do have a greenhouse, but I still will not do dragon fruit. I just think you need the right space and everything for something like that. Hey, Miss Cheryl, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Hey, Soul Diva. Soul Diva. How you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. You didn't get a note. You know what, though? That was what Precious said on Broke's thing. And I can tell you there's people that I follow on a regular. I'm a mod on channels that I do not get notified on. I haven't been notified sometimes on Brokes, and I'm a mod over there. And that's crazy. It's just, I don't understand YouTube. Hey, LGG, how you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. Listen, in the greenhouse, that's what's up. I just cleaned mine up today, getting it ready to take my citrus in there. Hey, Mr. No Clutch, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Hey, that's my art. Happy Sunday. I planted a lemon from seed, and when it went out today, something. Oh, but I have a backup indoor. What? I wonder what ate the leaves. Reconfiguring my hydroponic indoors. You know what? As the weather changes, I like to use my hydroponic to start seedlings for certain plants because they take longer, and usually it's my peppers. Um, I will start give them a jump start through the hydroponic and then transplant them. I'm not a big fan on the hydroponic thing. Mike's chaotic is in here. He's huge on the hydroponic in the community. Do you do content, Mr. No Clutch? If so, type GVG like Gina versus Gina. So GVG in the chat, and it will drop your channel link. And then we can come over and check you out. See what you over there doing if you're doing content. Hey, Veggie Farming, how you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. Hey, Cheryl T. Happy Sunday, sis. I felt you about the Carolina cross. 7 pounds, still harvested the seeds. Me too. Me too. Mine wasn't even 7 pounds, but I did harvest the seeds. I sure enough did, ma'am. I was like, you know what? It didn't do well this year. But you know what? Ever since I tried to go big, which is what the community garden was, the first thought in doing that was that I was going to be able to grow my watermelon because I am a little OCD and my no content just fine track rate. Okay. um I'm a little OCD in the garden. Like I all the vines and stuff going everywhere gives me anxiety. So I was like, and at the time I was using the space I was using, it was just a lot. So I was like, okay, the community garden is not expensive. It's very, a lot of space. I could just let them go. I won't care. But like I said, I'm not, I don't have the equipment and things that I need to get that soil right for that kind of stuff because we have clay where I'm at, and child, it's a lot. It's a lot. And so I asked questions this year from some of the ones who are growing great out there, and I'm like, and they've been there for years. And the one guy, Mr. Singh, that's next to me, he said he tills his up. Like he said, he tills up at the end of the season when he pulls everything up. He loosens up that soil to go through the winter, and then when winter's over and we're like kind of in that spring, but we haven't hit our first frost, our last frost, he'll till it again before that last frost hits, so that when the last frost hits, it's ready to plant in. I don't have a tiller. Mm-mm. I don't have the space to keep one, and I don't have the nothing to transport it back and forth. So I'm hoping now that I'm back here, because when I was growing here, like Bro said, I mean, I at least was getting 20-some pound watermelons. I have not got, I don't think I've gotten over 15, 16 pounds since I've been growing out there. So I didn't get anything really this year. Last year, at least I got melons. So yeah, y'all, I'm bringing it back home. I am bringing it back home. Hey, Callie Bro J, I was just talking about you, fam. I have a 20 by 40 patch prepared for next year. That's what's up. That's a lot of space, sis. That's a lot of space. I just ordered a small one. A small tiller. That's what is that what you're talking about? That's what I have. I did order one. It's electric. It wasn't gonna get the job done. Not with the soil that we have. I tried it. I ain't gonna lie. So it ain't like I'm just saying. I took it out there. I tried, and that it'll do it, but it's a lot of work to get it to do it. So it's like it was just defeating the purpose. That's a reason right there to get that part. Flossie, you said you was gonna get it for me, and it don't fit in this box. I guess I just told y'all who this is from. Hey, Deborah, how you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. All right, so we're going to open it up. This is something that came to me from Floss and Farmer, and it's fragile, just like my feelings. So let's open it up. It's light, y'all. So I have a feeling I know what it is. I have a feeling. What y'all think it is? Baby steps. Okay. I'll take that. We got to work our way up to the F-250. I'm willing to do that. All those vines give my heart, that part, give me heart palpitations. That part. I tried spaghetti squash this year. You may not do giving plants next year. Do you mean Viney? Yeah, this was the water I was drinking earlier. And trash. We're going past the trash can. But yes, the same for me, and it wasn't the spaghetti squash that did it for me. It was what was that squash called? I sent all them seeds away too. I sent some to broke. A lot of people. Honey nut squash. No ma'am. That thing, the leaves on that thing was huge. I can't. I cannot. It was everywhere. Hey Paula, how you doing? Happy Sunday. What's that, Jova? What's that you put in the chat? F2 feet. Tonka truck? That ain't gonna help. That is not gonna help. All right. So it's what I thought it was. Oh, hold on. Y'all gotta wait. It's what I thought it was. Okay, Flossie, you got a note in here. Am I supposed to read the note? Does everybody need to know what the note says? It might be Burner Girl. Let me know. And if not, I'll read it. I'll read it to myself. I can read it? Okay. Hold on. It says, Dear Gina, the F-250 is on the way. No, I'm just kidding. It says, Dear Gina, at the beginning of this season, I said I would send you a crown so you'd have something to remember Watermelon Wars, even if you didn't win. Then the more I paid attention, I knew that even though you weren't going to win, how did you know I wasn't going to win, sir? Okay, we're moving on. You still deserve this. I've never seen someone going in so many different directions and still hold it down. So please wear this with pride. You are indeed a true queen. Thank you, Floss. I am a little all over the place, ain't I? Y'all, it's your queen. Oh, and I got my hair just on these. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I got it too big. I think. Yes. Okay, we're going to just let it sit. Okay. There it is. Your queen. Oh, wait a minute. We got it turned. Y'all, I am struggling. Okay, there we go. Oh, there we go. Now I need to feel like I need to pull my hair down some. Like it feels like I need to adjust it. It does adjust. It is nice. Thank you, Flossin. I love it. It's my guess is a crown. It is. This is the funny thing. How how somebody he didn't really give shade, I guess, but it feels shade that you knew I wasn't going to win. I mean, how did you know such a thing? I didn't even know. I didn't know. But hey, Tien, happy Sunday. She's your queen. That's right. She's your queen to be. And I think everybody in the chat probably old enough to have watched that movie. Hopefully. Hopefully. You see this, bro? Bro. Screenshot. Oh, this is gonna be a thumbnail. Oh, this is gonna be a thumbnail. Just so you know. What you say time set? 35, 35 minutes. Thumbnail. Mm-hmm. I just heard the go. Yes. From coming to America. That's right. Hey, some good fruits that this past week. Listen, I was just talking about that. I don't know if Jay was in here when I was saying that I dropped seeds from that pomegranate. I'm praying that I get some germination. And I mean I dropped a lot. Cause what? It was amazing. I talked to the King Bear Brown 2 weeks ago. I had a good feeling he was taking the crown. Listen, he had it before he had it. How about that? Because he already had it on his first weigh in, and he just sealed the deal on his second one. Crazy. Hey, Rob. Happy Sunday. Yeah, he has great content. I've been watching Bear Brown for a while before he entered. Actually, I don't even know if I remembered that he had entered until he started tagging when he was weighing his watermelon. So I was like, oh, I forgot he had. Excuse me, he had entered. Send you some what? What we talk? Oh, some if I get it to germinate, that's the plan. If I get it to if a bunch of those germinate, because I dropped a bunch. I ain't gonna lie. Look, I figured I needed more. That way, it's almost like dropping seeds. Like you want to hope you get all of them to germinate, but you really just trying to make sure you get some. So yeah, if I get some seedlings, and I'm gonna make sure they get nice and strong, I definitely will share. I do. That wrestling belt was so. You know what? Let me take a sip. Here we go. Here we go, fam. And I'm gonna hold you to that. I want to see you drop them seeds. I want to see them watermelon grow. Them California pomegranates are the truth, and is so. Bro got a participation shirt, but this is my favorite part about Watermelon Wars: the trash talk, y'all. If y'all weren't here when we started this season, just put the hashtag in the search bar and find the entry videos. The trash talk is real. I love it. Listen, this is how I found Flossing. I didn't know about Flossing until Flossing entered Watermelon Wars. I heard he was in Watermelon Wars last year, but he never came up in the hashtags that I was following. So this year, when I found him, I was like, first of all, he came for the jugular, and I mean mine, not nobody else's. He almost gave, go back and watch him, because Brooks and Davis was kind of kind, and he came for everything, including my crown. But you have redeemed yourself, sir. But he came for the jugular, and when I tell you, subscribed immediately. Immediately. I was like, this is what I'm talking about, right here, because it's all fun. Like it's just all in fun. We gonna trash talk this Watermelon Wars officially as a name, as Bro deeming it Watermelon Wars, started from him and I trash talking, because I was a baby in the garden community at the time, and I was so proud of myself. He gonna say that it was, I didn't zero out the scale and all these things, but I was so proud of myself that I had grew a larger watermelon than Bro Farmer. I was like, posted a video, everything. I mean, I was so proud of myself because I hadn't been gardening that long, especially not doing content on it. So, Watermelon Wars officially started the year after that. the year after that. And it's just been going ever since. Now, mind you, neither Broke nor myself grew the largest watermelon that year. That's beside the point. The point was that I grew a larger watermelon than Broke Farmer. That's all. That's it. That's all. Because it was not Watermelon Wars at the time. It was literally just him, as he does when he posts a video of his harvest. If you have seen his sweet potato harvest videos, his sweet potatoes are the hugest harvest on YouTube. His watermelon is the biggest watermelon on YouTube. This is how he introduces the things that he harvests. So when he did that with the watermelon, I was like, oh, I wonder how big my watermelon, how much my watermelon weighs. So I did a video on it, and it was a pound heavier than his. Y'all can't tell me nothing. I don't care what he say. Video proof is there on both ends. 1 pound bigger. Just saying. This is how Watermelon Wars began. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. The trash talker came and went fast this year. It did. Don't come for us. It did though. I need to get these seedlings in the dirt and do. But that's the truth. It was a little quiet after we got started, wasn't it? We came in hard. We came in hard and strong. And then you didn't hear nobody talk about nothing. Well, I harvested tomatoes today. Ooh, look at the peppers I just harvested. Ooh, potatoes. Ain't nobody talking about watermelon. Like what? Don't ask me about them. We ain't talking about that today. Yeah, happy rolling today. Cross our whole container. That part. Crop ate a whole container of salt. That part. I came for the trash talk. Look, I love it. See, I expect certain people. Y'all didn't surprise me. Y'all did not. I know how we get down. So Jay coming in with the trash talk. Certain people. That's what we do. But flossing, because I was not familiar, shocked me. I knew that who is that? Who am I thinking of? We was just talking about him, the Bull. I knew he was gonna come in because the Bull is crazy. He's a fun person. That's why people like gravitate to. He's very knowledgeable in the garden, but he has this Uncle Pappy thing that he does. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. And if y'all ain't seen 10 come for the jugular, all I'm going to say is don't come for her football team. Matter of fact, just don't come for her. If she ain't called you, don't come. That's all. If she didn't call for you, please don't show up. Because she going to get the last lick. She going to get the last lick. And if you don't know, go search. You drop more than casings on the ground. And don't. Hey Fifi, hey sis, how you doing? Happy Sunday. I saw you shopping yesterday, girl. Did you get or not? That's all I want to know. Did we make a purchase yesterday or not? Or nah. I knew what you was trying to say, bro. I knew you were saying facts. The most diabolical. Allegedly. I told you he ain't gonna admit to it. It's video proof, y'all. Just go back and see it. Just saying. Broke sweet potatoes did he go back to the first one when he was growing in them Dollar Tree grow bags. The first time he did it, that harvest was crazy. Someone said you pump water into yours. Into what? A whole nother pound? And you know that's all that's in watermelon, by the way, is water. Whole bunch of it. The lizard almost into the upper room. We was all on the deflect. Devorah, listen. Y'all pay attention to this and stop looking over there at the mines. Ain't nothing to talk about over there. When you got to yours was off the chain. Look, we be cutting up. That is for sure. Watermelon surrender this year, man. When I said it rained 50 days, 50, I'm not exaggerating. It was actually more than that, but it wasn't every single day, but it was darn near every single day for 3 months. June, July, and August rain. Period. I promise you. It was crazy. Our weather this year was just crazy. The only thing that came through strong was the peppers. The peppers didn't care about none of that. They still giving me fruit. Hey, DJ Play Nice. How you been, fam? Where you been at? You been working? Let's see. I'm catching up, y'all. I promise. I'm being nosy now because Mama Shirley and Fifi talking, and I'm like, what y'all talking about? I feel like I'm missing something. I'm having FOMO. Look, Tia said facts. Do not come for her. There's some people still recuperating. What up, Howard J? How you doing, fam? Happy Sunday. I'm about to make a purchase. Okay. Was on my way to the range, but check out my shorts. I will. You know I do. Fifi was so happy at that. She was. Look, it's funny because gardening for me is my happy place. It's a place for me to kind of like just relax, enjoy, or whatever. I know it seems crazy for those who are not part of that space, but going to the range is the exact same thing. It's just, it gives me that same sense of serenity, peace, relaxation. I love it. I love it. It's just something about it. At the gas station. Here we go, Joe Bye. I'm so sick of you. I'm happy you're at the range. See? That's exactly what I was saying. And that's facts. Did Bull do a follow-up because he came out swinging? He has not made content in a little bit, 10. So I'm going to leave a comment over there on one of his videos just to make sure he's okay. Because he has not put something out in a while. At least he hasn't come through my feed. And a couple other people said they hadn't seen him either. So let's make sure the bull is good. He might just be working because he got a big garden. So it's right now we are trying to like harvest and preserve. So it could just be that he's busy. But if he ain't posted nothing else about that watermelon, it ain't go as planned. That's all that means. Now he probably got lots of watermelon, but it didn't go as planned. That's all I'm saying. But ain't nobody said nothing about the elephant in the room. I'm about to tell y'all what it is. But ain't nobody spoke on the elephant in the room. Next winter, can't wait. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna leave a comment over there because he came up in Brooks. His name came up in Brooks Live, and I'm like, I ain't seen the bull, and that's usually he definitely always is usually in my feed. So yeah, the elephant in the room. Your girl created her own budget planner. I have been working on this project, I promise y'all, for 2 years. Not consistently. So 2 years ago, I decided, y'all know I'm a planner girl. So I have planners for everything, for my finances, for um, meal planning, for everyday planning. Like I have different planners for different things. For fitness, I have a lot of planners. Seriously do. Like I'm sure I have some here, but these are all old ones. This is my old everyday planner. This is 2324. And you see, your girl, she seriously do the planner thing. Okay. And that's just my everyday one. I don't think I have any other ones in here that are my old ones because I took ideas of what I liked about my planners and put them into what I wanted to do. So anyway, the concept came to me a couple of years ago. I started it and then I walked away from it because it was it was becoming overwhelming for me. I'm gonna be honest. So I just walked away. Last year, like the end of last year, I came back to it. I reached out to some friends that knew that I was doing it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get back into it. I'm going to get it done. This is my goal to get this planner done. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I started back up and did the same thing. I kind of really wasn't doing anything for a little bit. Then someone that's part of the community, but not so much part of the gardening community, just part of the YouTube community, reached out to me, and there's no way this person knew that this was even on my radar or something that I was doing. No way possible on earth. I just literally recently shared with her about how that changed what happened and got this done. She reached out to me. She sent me a text and she said, hey, I don't know if you've ever considered doing this or not, if you've ever thought about doing your own budget planner. But if you are interested in doing that, I have a little money set aside that I'd be willing to invest in helping you get that done. And I'm like, what? I mean, when I tell you my stomach flipped inside out, because I'm like, first of all, you want to invest in me and you have no idea if I can even make this happen. Two, there's no way in the world you knew this was even something that I would even consider doing. And you want to invest in me. And three, the fact that I was already doing it and you made this comment. So I felt like that was God. I really did. I felt like God was telling me, Gina, you need to finish this project. So I did. Long story short, I did. I have come up with my own budget planner. That this is my sample that I ordered so I can make sure it looks the way that I want it to look. So it's budget with purpose because we are purposely doing everything right. And I have a little entry, a little what I hope this planner is for you. Whoever decides to invest in one, but you'll have all the things in there. I have a savings challenge page. I have calendar. It's a 12-month planner. It is undated because I prefer an undated planner. So that's what I went with. So that if you get into it, because sometimes, especially if you're somebody who isn't a planner person typically, but you do it off and on, you know that sometimes you can be consistent and then there will be a month or so that you will fall off. I hate having gaps in my planner because it's dated. So maybe I don't do May, and now May is blank and I have June. So I made it undated. So it's a 12-month planner. I do have it set up on my website at GinaVersusGina.com to take you, if you go on to GinaVersusGina.com, as soon as you log on, at the top, it'll say pre-orders for budget planner. If you click on that, it's going to take you to my Big Cartel page where I do my merch, and you can pre-order your planner. Yay. I am really excited about this, y'all. I had a complete meltdown when I got it. I'm trying to keep myself together because I really did. I got very emotional because, for one, it turned out exactly the way I wanted it to. And for two, I did this. This is entirely me. And when I tell you it was a lot, like I stressed over it. I I don't know, like if you ever did anything that you decided that you wanted to do and you completed it, I think that's why it was really emotional for me, because it took a lot to get me to finish it. I think that I just didn't feel confident in the fact that I could do something like this. Like, it's not, anybody absolutely can. Like, if you have a thought in your mind that maybe you wanted to write a book, or you wanted to create a book, or you wanted to do something, don't tell yourself you can't do it. And I told y'all this year, I am doing things even afraid. Like, even though I'm nervous about it, or afraid of it, whatever anxiety comes with it, I'm still doing it. I've done a lot of things this year afraid. Trust me. And I'm very proud of it. I love it. So, like I said, if you want to purchase one, you can pre-order now. So my goal is to do pre-orders first to see how many and how much interest I get in it. That way I don't just have a bunch of planners and they're not moving. And then I will do a huge order to get whatever I need to get. So I'm gonna open up the pre-orders now. Pre-orders will be, I'll probably let them go for 2 or 3 weeks. I'll tell you guys when I am actually going to be submitting to get the order shipped to me, so that I can give you a timeline of how long it's going to take to get to you. Okay? So I'm excited. Thank you, Belle. I wasn't looking at the chat too much because I don't want y'all to be making me cry. And I'm already teary, like my eyes are watery, so I'm not about to do it. Perfect timing because the year is about to end. That was my thought too. So, and just I wasn't going to share this, but just because it came up when I saw what Miss Shirley OG Gardner was talking about on her Thursday Night Live, I screamed. I screamed, and not in excitement. I was like, oh, why is she talking about this tonight? I will also be coming out. It has not, I don't have it yet because I'm waiting on my sample, but I will be coming out with a garden planner. So, and I think you guys are going to love it. I do have a garden planner that's going to be, I'm going to come out with. I will probably have them ready for orders. I'm just going to say no later than November. And my thought was getting them ready to be able to be ordered before the end of the year, so that when we start, because we start garden planning for that fall, it's like Christmas, yay, you're over. Let's plan for the garden. Like, literally, that's where the brains be going. Watch what I say. The conversation on the content creators will be, what are we planting for the spring? Because depending on where you are, your spring starts different times. There's some people who are going to be spring planting March, April, May. I'm more of the May because I'm in Zone 6B in Ohio. So I want to have those ready. And I am a garden planner. I have a garden planner. So I am that person. I have a planner for everything. That is who I am. I like to know what I'm going to be doing, like planning it out. Now, I am also not the person who is going to be a stickler to that plan. So when the closer I get to planting things outdoors, my mind might shift on some things, and that's okay. But you have the roadmap. That's what I like about planning. Like, I already have the roadmap there. So yeah, thank you, fam. I appreciate you. Thank you, Mama Shirley. I knew you could do it. She did know I was working on this. But I was like, when I saw her topic, it was about ordering your seed catalogs and getting your planners. I was like, wait, too soon. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Benji. Thank you, everybody. I know I done missed a lot of y'all. Thank you, Tien. I saw that, Bell. Thank you. I appreciate you ordering. Thank you, Miss Cheryl T. It is a great gift. I actually, some of the people who know that it's coming out, that's exactly what they're doing. I had some people do multiple orders because of that, because they said it made great gifts. So they're gifting them to family and friends and things like that. So I'm excited. I am excited. Hey, Shabelle, how you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. I'm excited. I am. I kind of alluded earlier, like a month or two ago, like something was I've been working on something was coming. I've been having some long nights, y'all, because I work during the day. Listen, I work a regular schmegular job. So in the evenings and on the weekends, it was like trying to get it done, trying to just make it happen. The link is actually the website. So my GinaVersusGina.com that's going across the screen. If somebody wants to put that in the chat, I think my only mod in here might be Fifi. Fifi, can you put it in chat? And then y'all could just click on that. But GinaVersusGina.com. Soon as the site comes up at the very top, I think it comes up in purple. It says pre-order for Budgeting with Purpose budget planner. Click that and it takes you to where you order. Trust me, it's easy. Belle just did it. Thank you, Soul Diva. Oh, Fifi, why you do that? I'm gonna get you, girl. Ah. See, I knew. Hey, Key, how you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. I knew y'all was gonna try it. That's why I shouldn't have went back on the chat. I should have just skipped ahead. Because I knew I was holding it together. Yeah, oh. Y'all, ooh. Mm-mm-mm. Thank you, Miss Cheryl. Oh, it's probably me. Hold on. Hold on, Flossin. Thank you for telling me that. I know exactly what it is. Hold on. God dang it. I know what I did. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. Where am I going? Where am I going and where have I been? Where am I going? Oh. I had to remember where I need to go to fix that. But I know exactly what I did. I think when I set it up, I put a number in there and I didn't need to put a number in there. So let me make a fix because my bad. Yep, because it's telling me it's sold out. I wish. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah, so it's giving me a it's telling me something, but oh, there it is. I'm like, what are you talking about? All right. That ain't right. All right. So it is fine now. Tell me, try it now. Let me know what it says. Please. That was my bad. And I'm glad I saw your message. Because it's not you that was doing something wrong. It was me setting it up. And as soon as you said that, I remembered that I didn't go back in and fix that. I have, Burner Girl. You know. You know, sis. Thank you, Fee. I know, Deborah. I just fixed it. I'm sorry, y'all. It comes up in blue. Listen. I think I looked at it. You know how you set something up, and then when I looked at it on my phone, I thought it was purple, but it could be whatever. Thank you, fam. I fixed it. What up, GT? How you doing? Happy Sunday. I fixed it, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, thank you, Christine. Welcome. Thank you. I appreciate that, sis. Hey, Thomas. How are you? Happy Sunday. It still says it. What? Hold on, y'all. Now I got to do it on my phone just to see what it's what it's doing because I fixed it. It is still saying it. Why are you doing that? Hold on. Sheesh. Website. Fix it. So, fix it, fix it, fix it. What am I missing? Why does it keep switching over to? Hold on, y'all. Because how can it be? It did do that. It's saying in stock. So what am I missing? I don't need that. Hold on. The same. Maybe I didn't pay attention and I didn't make sure that it said something else. Okay, so now it's saying that and that. So let me see. Hold on. It's fixed. And I tested it. It worked. Sorry, y'all. I think that's what happened. I did an update and then I went back and did something else, and the other one it must have went back to something else. Anyway, thank you, Soul Diva. Yeah, I went on there on my phone because I was like, what is happening? Y'all, I tell you. But I appreciate y'all. I really do. I do. And I'm very, very excited about this. I think y'all gonna love the other one too. I think y'all gonna love them both because I like to plan it out. I like to think about the varieties of stuff I'm growing in a specific category and keep track of things, know what did well, what didn't, so that I know what I want to, if I want to do it again or not. Just like honey nut squash. I mean, we have now let me tell you this is funny thing. We have a love-hate relationship. The fruit, the squash is good. But the way that sister grew in my yard, and there's videos, this was I was gonna say it was It was 2 years ago. I was gonna say it was last year, but no, that was like 2 years ago. And y'all, you could see the stress. Hey, Bougie, how you doing, sis? Y'all can see the stress in my face. The garden planner won't be available for pre-order until probably the end of this month. It's coming though. So I will definitely let you know when it's ready. And I'll have a sample like I have this, so you'll be able to see a sample. Um and yeah, it's coming. I'm excited though. Woo, I just had chills. Oh, delicata is my favorite. Belle, that is now she gets to grow. Delicata gets to grow here. The problem with the honey nut, I'm not being exaggerative. Like the leaves from it was bigger than a piece of paper. It was like huge, one leaf. And this thing, I had one plant, and it grew. I promise you, from every angle it could grow. It went everywhere. It was so prolific, which is what you want, right? But I didn't have a lot of space. I had my 8x4 beds, and that sister was going, she was visiting all the beds. And then she was like, well, I visited them. I'm going to stay with them for a little bit too, but I'm going to also go all the way the other way. She was going all kinds of ways. It was one plant. I was like, no, ma'am. No, ma'am, Sam. She was the reason I got the community garden. It wasn't even the watermelon as much as it was her. I was like, absolutely not. I can't. My anxiety just won't let me. It won't let me. So, yeah. It's coming at the end of the month. The end of this month is the garden planner. The garden planner. So, this is the budget planner because we're going to get our budgets in order. Yeah, I've already been working it out in my, I started working some stuff out in my October budget. So usually I budget for November, I will start planning out my budget because some of that stuff is every month is happening. Mortgage, rent happens every month, things like that. So I start doing my budget planner at the end of the month for the coming month. So in end of October, I will start working on my November budget. So this month, I am trying to get back to not just sticking to the budget, but finding if once I budget out the bills and the things that happen that I know happen, the subscriptions, all those things, the balance that's left that should be left from the budget, I then find places for that. So when I say that, I mean if I when I showed you guys with my is it in here? Yes. With my my little thing I used to keep my envelopes in. Well, I still have envelopes in it, but I haven't been using them. And so I used to save for gifts. And I didn't put a whole lot in here. I think my goal was like $400 total in here. And this was for random stuff, like if I was invited to a baby shower or one of my nieces or nephews or somebody had a birthday or something, I would take it out of this envelope to fund that thing. And I had it for that, my home maintenance, my car maintenance, healthcare, stuff like that. So that when those things came up, there was some money set aside specifically for those things. And when I when I say healthcare, I mean over the counter stuff, because my health insurance pays for the other stuff. But if I had needed cold medicine or throat drops or whatever, that's what I would use that for. But y'all know this year I'm trying to do more medicinal things. So if you saw the video, I did the garlic honey. I have some other things that I'm thinking about doing because I saw something else with honey. I saw it online somewhere, and I was like, "Oh, I might do that." I know I screenshot what it was, but I don't remember exactly what it was. Hey, AK Lover, how you doing, fam? Where you been? Welcome in. Hey, Shamika, how you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. Um, what is the garden planner? I want to know, lady. So the garden planner will have like it's a planner. It's a planner just like this, but it will have like um a page or pages where you could write down what you plan on growing in your garden for that season. So it's going to have different sections. It's going to have a spring section and a fall section. And it's not just going to be 1 year. I'm going to make it, mine is going to have 5 years. So you can, you'll have 5 years for each season. So your spring, so if you do it this year, spring and summer 26, because we were done with 25, spring and summer of 26, you'll be able to list out what you plan on growing, variety and everything. So you'll you'll have you can put category of tomatoes and every variety you want to grow tomatoes. Peppers, same. And then you'll have a section where you can follow everything. So you can write down what you planted, the date you dropped the seed, how that did, if you want to grow it again, if you liked it or not, because sometimes we try something new. Did we like that fruit? Did we not? Because 4 years later, that fruit might come up in somebody's conversation and you're like, I remember growing that, but I don't remember if I liked it or not. Well, your planner is going to tell you if you liked it or not, because you're going to keep track of that. And you'll have grid pages in there because I'm a person who likes to draw out what my garden space looks like. So I'll draw out my beds, and then I'll write in them what I'm growing. So, and that's just a few things because I don't even remember off the top of my head without looking at it, all the things that I put in there. But I think y'all gonna like it. I think it's, even if you don't use all the things, I think you will. But I think you'll really like it. And it'll be, like I said, space for feedback that you can make notes of what you like. Oh, and we don't even stop at the gardening part of it. Yeah, there's a section on preserving. So that you can plan for that, of what you're going to do with those things you grow. Stop playing with your girl. Like, I listen, we are doing it with what? What are we doing? We are growing with purpose. We're preserving with purpose. We're budgeting with purpose. We're doing all the things with purpose. Like, plan it out. Have an idea. Even if you pivot. With those tomatoes that I got from my from the community garden, from the friend of the community garden, I had in my head all these things I wanted to do with the tomatoes. As I'm processing, I realized, okay, maybe I have to scale back a bit, or maybe I could do more, because what I found is I did have more tomatoes than I thought I did. So it turned out great, but I was able to pivot and still do the things I wanted to do, but maybe add a couple more things to it. Just saying. And if you change your mind and you decide, I don't want to do pasta sauce, I just want to do tomato sauce, and then I'll add whatever flavors I want to infuse it with later. Things like that. That's what we're doing. I've been trellising all the vines like they are. I see a lot of people do the trellising, and then I see that with me, I'll be scared about what bugs is trying to hide up in there. I'm just saying. Thank you, Bougie. I appreciate you, sis. She dropped the link that goes directly to the site for the merch. I love that. Thank you, Fifi. She said, hit that thumbs up, y'all. I gotta wash dishes to pay for this. Mama Shirley. Speaking of honey, did you get some from? I did. I got some from him either very early this year or like the end of last year. But then I got more honey from someone in the community. So I got yeah, I have plenty of honey right now. Just right now. But for any of our beekeepers, you know. But J3 has great honey. I want to make honey and garlic syrup. You may, yes. And that's whose honey I used. I showed it in the video. It was J3's. My garlic, his honey. Yep. And I think I won that bottle, but I've purchased I think 2 or 3 bottles from him before. Like I purchased that honey. It's good. It's very good honey. And a lot of people in the community do as well. You love the garden planner ID. I think a lot of people are going to love it, Shamika. I do. Looking forward to the gardening planner. I think you're going to love it, Christine. I'm serious, y'all. Hey, J3. Look, if I just came down a little further, he's in the chat. Listen to me talk about how good his honey is. It's okay, y'all. No, it is great. And he has different sizes. So, you know, you could get like, I think it's a small, a large. Then he has like, I think a gallon. Like he has different sizes. I thought about that. They sauced it at herb. See? You know what's funny? So, nope, I'm not going to tell you yet. I'll tell you. Let's just say yes, sis. Because I think I did a video. But the barbecue, yes, sis. That's all I'm going to say. Yep. Yep. That's that. Yeah, I don't know why my signal keep losing. I keep losing my signal. Oh, I caught up. But y'all, first of all, the reason I haven't taken this off is because it's caught on my locks a little bit. On one side. Oh, on 2 sides. Okay. Because I wanted to adjust it. It's not it adjusts. Even though I think I have a big head, clearly it ain't as big as I thought it was. Because that's better. Y'all know I'm gonna be cutting up with this crown. So look for the recipe. I think I have a video on my homemade barbecue sauce that I made, but okay, so yes. I'm gonna just say yes. The one that I made though was peach. That's why I said but. And actually I'll drop it just in case you want to check it out. So for me, when I'm thinking about making barbecue sauce, ketchup, I be seeing these like barbecue sauce. A lot of the recipes call for ketchup. Well, unless it's my ketchup that I make, I'm trying to make a homemade thing out of products that I've grown. When I do it, that's my mindset. So last year I had peaches from the peach truck, which y'all know because I came to y'all for ideas on how to finish out processing those because I had some still in the freezer. But I find videos, or not even so much videos, like recipes that don't call for adding commercial stuff, I guess is what you want to call it. What I want to call it. Because nobody else said it but me, huh? So let me see if I can find it real quick, and then I'll just add it. I mean, I'll drop it in the chat if I can. Let's see. There's hot sauce. I've also done hot sauce, y'all. If y'all want to look at that one, there's the hot sauce. But didn't I do the barbecue? Maybe not. Oh, I'm gonna have to do that. I thought I did, unless I made it back further than I thought. No, because I'm getting back to old stuff. Unless I might not have. I might not have put it into the category because I have playlists, and maybe I didn't put it in the playlist for just barbecue sauce, which would suck. Well, not barbecue sauce, but recipes. Um, that's oh, one playlist you go down to get to the early ones. One you go, what is this? YouTube. Y'all not making my life easy. It's not with peach, tomatillos, watermelon wars, 2024. Cayenne, tomato. Alrighty. So maybe I did not. So I'm gonna need to do that. I do that. I thought I did a video on how I would share. I will do that. That's gonna come. Sorry, y'all. I didn't make it clearly because I don't see it. But I do have hot sauce. I did hot sauce 2 times. I did it once with Tabasco peppers. I'm not a big fan of Tabasco sauce. So if you are, you would like it, but I won't do it again. Personally, I like cayenne. So the one I did with the cayenne, that's a hit. That's a hit. Yep. That's what they say. So I made my own ketchup. And that's how I'm making my barbecue. And yes, and I mean, I made my own. I cooked down tomatoes to make my own ketchup. I ain't buy no tomato paste because that's what they call for. I made my own tomato paste. I'm trying to do it myself. We're trying to be self-sustained. Hey, G Mama. Hey, Urban. How y'all doing? Happy Sunday. Raw honey and cream flavored honey. Oh, you got 2 different kinds now? Is that what you're saying? I am getting paste tomatoes from another farmer. I was cucumber rich and tomato poor. Listen, let me put that up here. This is what you do. This is what you do. Where you are short, if you have abundance of something, see if you can barter with that. I'm telling you, that's how me and Pepper Rookie got started. I mean, of course, he was watching my content, but he saw something in the video that he wanted to have on his property in his garden, and he's like, "Hey," he hit me up on IG in my DMs and was like, "Hey, I saw in your video you have XYZ. Is there something that you like to trade? Like if you send me that, I can send you. These are the things that I have." And I was like, "Oh," and we swapped back and forth a couple times. A couple times. Like if he was looking for a seed and he saw I was growing something, hey, you got seeds for that? I can send you this. Da-da. If you can do that, now with us, we were sending stuff from Florida and Ohio because he's in Florida. But if you have somebody local and you have a heavy harvest of something and you're light on something else that you need and you can barter. That's what you do. That's what you do. You're not coming empty-handed asking. You're like, hey, this is what I can do. You want to trade. You want to do a little trade here. Raw honey. Okay. I love that though. I love that. And then you'd be surprised how many people who like she had a abundance of cucumbers, and maybe she doesn't even want to barter because she has everything else. Like she has a bunch of everything else, and she's like, "Hey, I know this person also grows. Let me see if they had cucumbers and maybe they would just like them." And now you've made a friend because you've shared. And the first time they have something, they're going to look at sharing with you. Because that's what I would do. Mr. Ryan, I already took care of Mr. Ryan. Like before I even went and picked his tomatoes, he had shared with me some things that he wanted to grow. He had ordered some seeds. And when they sent him the seeds, he wanted to grow green beans, by the way, just green beans. And when he got the seeds, they were not green bean seeds. I forget what kind of beans he said they were, but they weren't green beans. And he was so disappointed. And I was like, say less. Y'all, I got seeds everywhere. I came back with packs of green bean seeds. So listen. Hey, pescatarian, how you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. So yeah, those are the people you think of. Mr. Singh, Mr. and Mrs. Singh, that's next to me, the Asian couple at the community garden last year. Miss Singh came over and offered me some of their sweet potatoes. And a lot of the foods that they grow are of the Asians variety. So their peppers, because I talked to them about I'm like, because their peppers are like prolific. And he was like, oh, there are a lot of like Thai hods and this and that. But she just came over and she's like, hey, I mean, I don't know if you eat this or not, but if you would like some, I have some sweet potatoes. I sure did take some. Absolutely. So you just never know. You never know. They are generous. They are. There's a lot of the things that they grow are amazing. And when I found out that they grow so much food, because remember, y'all know I've talked about it many times on my videos, like, I don't know what they have, a restaurant or what, because they have 3 plots the size of the one that's right next to me. And when I found out they grow so much, not just for them and their family, but for their church, they give a lot of it away to their church, to the people, friends and stuff at the church. I was like, no wonder their harvests are so blessed. Like their harvest, their garden flourishes. And I'm like, it's gonna always flourish because they are selfless people. They are selfless people. That's right. Community is everything. It's a build. Yep. That is community building. Facts, fee. Facts. But I love it. I do. And that's why, like, even I have friends here that want to grow and stuff, and they want to grow. I'm like, if you serious, I'll pull up. She comes in my chat sometimes, the Curvy Gardener. We met back when I used to coupon, and we clicked, and we just been friends ever since. And she decided she wanted to garden. And I was like, say less. She got her garden beds and stuff. I went over there. I helped her plant. I helped her with the spacing. Because the first year my sister planted, she didn't ask my help. She was like, no, I got my son coming over. He's going to help me fill the beds, blah, 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 blah. She just had one bed at the time. Y'all, I went to my good sis house, and she had so much stuff in this, I'm going to say roughly 5, maybe 6 feet by 2, maybe 3 feet bed. She had watermelon. She had green beans. She had tomato plants. She had pepper plants. I mean, and I don't mean like, oh, a couple of this, a couple. No. And when I got there, I was like, sis, they need space. She was like, well, I did get, no, they need more space. Cucumbers. She had so many plants in this one bed. And I was like, it's okay, because you didn't know. So I'm trying to kind of make some adjustments so she can at least get harvest. And she had some stuff that gave her food and some stuff that didn't, because some plants are going to choke out other plants. But it taught her the next year to do a little bit more spacing. But the next year she called me. She was like, "Can you come help me?" And I was like, "On my way," because she doesn't live far from me. And so we got her going last year. She did great. This year she did it by herself. She didn't ask for the help. And sis probably could have entered watermelon wars because her watermelons was given. And I was like, I ain't got nothing growing at the community garden, because she usually grows at the community garden with me as well. But this year she did all hers at home because she had a procedure she had to get done that was going to kind of limit her mobility for a little bit as she healed. And so she didn't do anything at the community garden. And I haven't even had the conversation with her that I'm not renewing it. I need to do that. But anyway, yeah, she did. She tried, girl. She tried, but she did better. She learned from last year the things that I showed her, and she did it herself this year. I even went to her house this year after she planted her stuff out, and I was like, I see. She did. She did her thing. I was so proud of her. She took notes, and she be eating from her garden because she actually a lot of times will eat kind of plant-based because she has a lot of dietary sensitivities. So it just works for her. She has less issues when she does. So she likes to grow a lot of stuff because she'll eat that stuff like that. So it's great. I just sent a whole care package to a teenager that wants the garden. I love it. You'll be surprised how many do. Because I actually have had them email me that are part of this community. Teenagers, yes, who email me questions. And I'm like, I love it. I grabbed all the starter seeds. That's right. I love that. That is awesome, Soul Diva. That would be me. Good job. Each one, teach one. That's right. And I'm not shaming her for the mistakes she made the first year. And I didn't to her face. I was like, girl, you don't know. What you don't know, you don't know. But I was like, let's try to fix it so you can get something. And then the next year, I told her spacing. I told her why. But then I'm learning myself that everything I think I know, I don't. Because when I looked at Mr. Ron's okra, I showed y'all in the video, his okra and his peppers, them plants was on top of each other and they were producing like crazy. Now, mind you, they were in ground. So I think peppers would still do great in contained in like a raised bed or a planter or something, being more than one plant and still produce crazy, long as they have some depth to it. So maybe 1.5 to 2 feet so the roots can go down instead of trying to spread out as much. But okra, I would have never thought you could grow okra that close together. Now, mind you, his okra, the stems were not very thick because they were so close. But they were why do you care if you're getting the food? You don't. You don't. And he did that unintentionally. He was like, well, I usually come in and thin it out, and then stuff got away from me, and I just was like, it's gonna do what it do. And he just, this is how he's talking to me about it. And I was like, well, I asked him about the peppers because they were close. He was like, oh, I do that every year. He's like, I just broadcast, he makes it like a little line through the soil all the way down, and he just broadcasts the seeds across. And he said, whatever comes up and makes it. I was like, and them plants were loaded. I took so much of his peppers, and he had already harvested so much of his peppers, and they were still loaded. And I was like, well, you're going to see me try that this year. I'm going to definitely try to grow them peppers a little closer together. See what happens. And I'm trying to overwinter peppers for the first time this year. And that's because my girl Fifi, we live in the same grow zone, and Fifi overwinters some of her pepper plants. And if you don't follow Fifi, you should. I'm telling you, because Fifi does a lot. She's Fifi's Urban Homestead, I think. Fifi, what's your channel name? Hey Tina, how you doing? Happy Sunday. But she raises her own meat birds, so her own chicken. She also raises turkeys. She also has egg layers, so she also has chickens for eggs. She recently just did a video kind of teaching the processing part of raising meat birds for people who might be interested to know about that in case they want to do that. Um, but her and her husband fish, and I think she's also done videos on cleaning those. Um, and she has a full-fledged garden, like full-fledged, and so she shares what she's growing, how it grows and everything like that. They also have some property in the Caribbean because she is Caribbean. So um she shares what's growing over there as well. Y'all, she's dope. Okay. So follow Fifi. Just follow Fifi. Check her out. Seriously though. She's doing a lot over there. And she part of this 2A family. Like Fifi is me without y'all knowing all the me's of her. That's what she is, because she's layers. When I say me, I mean she's layers. She's not just a gardener. She's a lot of things. She's a lot of things. So definitely check her out. And you definitely can learn a lot about some of the natural herbs and stuff you can grow for natural remedies. Just saying. I think I'm becoming plant-based. So much junk. Yep. I go. I eat a lot of meatless meals. I'm just not. I've never been a big person on meat, and I'm not big on seafood either. I mostly probably consume salmon more than anything else. But yeah. I planted 40 pepper plants in a 4x8, and they did great. I know they did. And Christine, the reason I said girl, because that's the kind of numbers I grow in. I think I did a count. I want to say it was last year of how many pepper plants I had growing in my backyard. I think it was 50 something because I love peppers. And I want to say it was 50 something for sure. And that was just in my backyard. We had pepper plants at the community garden too. That was me too, Flossin. It wasn't the only thing, but it was out of my spring plants. Of my spring plants, it was. Now my collards and my kale and stuff like that, they grew fine too. But of my spring stuff, my tomatoes and all that kind of stuff, peppers. I'm with you, fam. It was peppers. I'm trying to overwinter a couple of my peppers this season too. Listen, me and you, G Mama, let's do this. We in the same look. Me and G Mama ain't that far apart. I don't want to wait for pepper seeds to germinate. That part, that's why I said I like using my hydroponic to get those jump started. But y'all, I'm just now getting Lasia peppers. Just now. I'm excited about it nonetheless. But guess who's gonna get overwintered? Sister Lasia. Sister Lasia getting in the pot, and she gonna go in that greenhouse. Yeah, we gonna get her wrapped up real toasty, and we gonna see if she stay okay. Like she just rest. We just need her to do the bear thing. We need her to hibernate through the winter, and then we need her to wake on up in the spring. I'm a feeder throughout the winter a couple times so she could wake herself on up and give me some and be I want to grow up, be real big. I want her to grow up because she just now started putting on peppers. I need to do a short. I need to do a lot of shorts, but I need to do a short because also, Veggie, if you still here, I got eggplant sis, and I mean I got like 5 or 6 of them out there. I'm just hoping they get a decent size to harvest because I don't think they're supposed to get that big. These are the ones you sent me. The Rosa Bianca, I think they're called. I don't think they're supposed to get that big, but they're like I don't know, maybe tennis ball size right now ish. I don't know. So I don't know when to harvest. I don't know. Fifi, you that girl. You know you that girl, sis. For real, for real. I'm growing laser peppers for the first time. This is my first time. Mine are still green. I grew the red and the orange variety. So once it starts blushing, I will harvest because I'll let it finish in the house if it has to. But usually my peppers go until the end of October, and if we don't start even getting cold, then I'll just let it go. But Lasia getting dug up, so we ain't gonna just have her out there like surviving. we gonna dig her up and put her in a pot and put her in a greenhouse. Now, I'm pretty sure I've seen that you cut yours back, so you cut all the branches off when you put it when you overwinter them. Tell me if I'm right about that. Yes, the Rosa Bianca can be harvested at the smaller size. Okay. I'm going to let it get a little bit. I ain't going to be greedy, but I'm going to just let it get a little bit. I'm going to do it short. And I'm going to tag you, Veggie, and you tell me which. That's what I'll do. Now, I can't do it tonight because it's already starting to get dark, but I will do it short and post it tomorrow. Yes. I think I could do it and post it. Yes, tomorrow, because I don't have a video dropping tomorrow. I don't like to post shorts on the same day I do a video because the algorithm be messing with y'all. I don't think y'all be getting the notification of the video, and that irritates my soul. I missed the comment. I love growing peppers. There's so many. That's why I love them, and I like the sweets and the hot. So that part. Fifi, can you type Gina? Please put GBG in the chat so they can find your channel. Definitely. And y'all, like, if it's anybody, like, most of us in this chat are content creators. Most of us in here, if I find out you have content, I am following your I'm subscribed to your channel. Now, what I can guarantee is that YouTube gonna send me notification when you put out content. So sometimes I find out that you've dropped something because somebody else says, I saw this, da da da, and I'm like, you saw they had a video? So then I have to go see, because I'm gonna definitely go see. I just checked. I haven't been getting notifications. See, Paula? See what I mean? It be like that. What you mean, fam? What you mean, you? What did I say? I don't know. Sir, you always trying to get blocked. Always. I'm not only subbed over there, you make me work like I get paid to be over there. And I don't even understand. I see I just ran and subbed most of the chat. Right, Key? Listen, pretty much everybody in here are content creators, and they're in all different states, and we all grow a little bit different, but the same a little bit. I mean, you've seen Mama Shirley, you've seen Veggie Farming, you've seen Tina, you've seen Fifi, you've seen who else is it? Soul Diva. I don't want Pescatarian, Devora, J3, like pretty much every person that's in here does content. Pretty much everybody. Don't go follow Bougie though, because Bougie goes tell you don't come over here. Look if you don't. No, Bougie posts content too. I'm messing with her. But she ain't really about this gardening life like that. She grow food. But when y'all think I don't like bugs, look, I am not the worst of them on this platform. Cause Bougie, I think, is worse than me when it comes to them bugs. Her and TT's Urban Pantry, they might be tied. They might be tied. And I don't like them, but I'm getting better. Y'all, I had an encounter yesterday with a grasshopper and a praying mantis, and I didn't go running. And it was at the same. Do anybody know? See, I be all over the place, but I didn't run. I politely I took one of my garden stakes and I kind of got the praying mantis to attach onto that, and I took him to another location because I actually let them live in my garden because they be eating the things. And then I kind of swatted this other bug off of my plant. However, he just kind of hit the ground and didn't move. And these things are not grasshoppers. They're like black and brown in color, and they fly a little bit, but they look like huge crickets. What are those? And which one of y'all states sent it over here to Ohio? Because I don't remember ever seeing these before in my life. Here lately, I have, probably for the last 3 or 4 years, but they didn't start off here. I don't know if Australia came over to Ohio or one of y'all other states, but whoever's bug it is, y'all can take it back because it be big and it sits on my plants and it be hidden up. I had to go moving stuff around before I get into stuff. I thought you was about to tell me it was a lizard. I was about to say it better not be. Was that a heart attack? Green baby frog. The frogs wouldn't bother me. I go in the opposite direction because they both can jump. I get it. Sounds like a big but it's not green. Ain't grasshoppers usually green? It's big though. I've taken a picture of one before and did a short on it a long time ago. I'ma find it. But it hit the ground. Is that a land? Is that what it's called? I'm gonna look that up and see if that's it. You said lantern fly. So I swatted it off of my plant and it hit the ground and it didn't move. And I kept looking at it like, because them things usually just hop over. Like they have these wings and they kind of just, and it didn't move. And I was like, oh, I think I disturbed dinner because the praying mantis was right next to it. I think I disturbed the praying mantis meal because the praying mantis was kind of big. What y'all think? No, I want a cicada. We get cicadas here, and I also do not like them. We only get them every so often, but I don't like them. I would tear up the garbage trying to lava bug. Used to be me, and it still can be. It depends on the bug. I'm confident in the garden with these bugs. Those little cabbage worms. I'm at the point where I'm not even putting on gloves to get rid of them. Who would have thunk it? Now, mind you, they be tiny, but it ain't the point. I will swat them off of my plant and put them on the ground and step on them. I said a whole lot for the people who be loving the bugs because I have a video, a short from like 3 or 4 years ago with a slug that I gave a salt bath to. And when I tell you that is one of my highest viewed anythings on this platform, and the way that the people came for me for putting that salt on that slug, talking about, salt will kill them. Really? Shoot. Like, what? For? Did my sarcasm go over your head? Because the sarcasm was in the fact that I said I was making it a salt bath. I wasn't being kind. Please don't have it be a picture of a bug, Flossin, because right now we're besties, and I that would change if I'm staring at a bug. I feel like that's what I knew. That's what you said. That's it. What is that? That would be him. Why would you send me a bug, sir? Why would you do that? Listen, fam. First of all, don't tell my business like that on this here interweb. But yes, I definitely will try to execute said bugs. He sent a picture, so I'm gonna show y'all the picture. That's it. That's exactly it. What is it, Flossin? That part, child, Fifi. Please tell me. Don't say words like locust. Ma'am. Please don't say words like that. Father God. It's a grasshopper, an American grasshopper. God dang. Why is it so big and why does it fly? I had to get it off my screen. It felt like it was in the room with me. That part pescatarian, they be and they jump far. Like they don't just hop. They soar. They kind of fly. I have watched it. And so now when I see them, I go the other way. I'll be like, y'all got it. I ain't that mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's big and that fishing bait. Who gonna catch it and put it on? No, sir. That's a giant grasshopper, and they be big like that. Every time I see them, I've seen them bigger than that, and they always in my garden. And they only come around this time being in my garden. They not in the garden when it's hot outside, so they must like it when it starts to cool off. When we're going into the fall. I want to Google more about it, but I feel like more pictures are going to come up. So, Key, don't be laughing at me. I don't want to look at the pictures. I'm sure that's great for baby, but what? See, and the sad part is I be wanting to go fishing. I went fishing. I went fly fishing, and they use I forget what they call those things, but it's not real bait. It looks like certain bugs. And we did catch and release. But that's I will catch and not release with those, but I don't want to use real bait. I don't want to do it because you got to touch. No, that would be very detrimental for my life. Bougie she is not about it. She is not about it. I'm telling y'all, I will catch it and use it as bait. Y'all, Belle, it don't surprise me. Belle in the jungle. She's a Belle. Listen, her name is telling you where she's at, and this is probably nothing in the South. In the Midwest, I feel like I'm being attacked by a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Okay, just saying. My daughter saw a baby grasshopper. She ran in the house and left her mother's house. I'm done. I had so many of them, and so you get them too. I paid a teenager every time I saw one. Oh, you know what? I would have cussed my husband out. Like, what I need you for if you can't get the bugs? What? That's what you tell him next time, Soul Diva. Tell him Gina said, "What you good for if you don't get the bugs out of my garden?" I do. Belle, you said I don't touch worms. I will. Worms don't bother me. I don't. That's weird, isn't it? I don't understand it, and I don't need to make sense of it. Quit trying to make sense of it. I'm a crazy person. Haven't you figured that out by now? I've had like 20 conversations in almost 2 hours, maybe 30. Crazy person. Don't try to make sense of me. Ask her what it what is that she stayed. I'm done. She left you out there to suffer. When I plow my fields, there's oh, now I can't come visit you. Flossin, I was on my way. I had South Carolina en route, and you just ruined it, sir. But you said that part. It's a different locust mail. Well, at least the pick. Oh, let's not call it that. Because that just doesn't sit well with me. Hey, Sharon, how you doing? I planted purple cayenne pepper seeds. I did too. Back in June, they just came up. Oh, I think I got the purple ones growing out there as well. I don't know if they are any size yet, though. Have 4 peppers and more flowers. I am in Indiana. You will get more. I can overwinter in my plant. Yep, you sure can. Um, did you go follow Fifi when I said that? Fifi, drop your channel again. Do the GBG again. Fifi puts hers in her garage. And it's an unheated garage. So watch how you could go back and see some of her old videos because she's done it in the past. It's not a new thing. And see how she does it and which she talks about how she, what she does and how she sets them up and all that kind of stuff. She gives you details. So definitely check her out. My husband is from the deep south. He didn't pay me any attention because they think it's normal. Because of us, even calls me a city slick. And is that ain't got nothing to do with you getting rid of these bugs. I live in the swamp and grasshoppers is the best. Hey, Tamiko, did I see you? I don't even know if I saw you earlier, sis. Or did I say something? I don't think I did. That's where I overwintered my parents on 6B. Yep. Definitely check her out. I told Fee, I've been telling her in her comments when I watch her videos, like, girl, I'm going to overwinter this year. I'm going to try it. I'm definitely wanting to overwinter my cayenne, the Lasia, and maybe a jalapeno plant or 2. Maybe 2. But yes, because I have these big planters. Well, they're not planters. I bought those big tubs that I shared with y'all in a short, or maybe it was a short video from Home Depot when they had them for 4 something. I got several of those. So I'm definitely sure more than one plant can go in those because they're 21 gallon, I think. So, but I think Fee puts like 1 plant in that big of a thing because she'll overwinter year after year. And those plants get really big. So I don't know, but I'm thinking 2 plants in one of those is my thought process. Like my cayenne and my jalapeno, because I only have 1 Lasia that seems to be growing. But yeah, I need to overwinter my bell peppers. Yes, you know what? Bell peppers used to be a goal. I'm about to wrap up with y'all. I promise. But bell peppers used to I used to have a goal in mind when it came to those that I wanted to grow enough because I chop them up and so I'll chop some and I'll slice some and I freeze them. I vacuum seal them and freeze them so that I can cook with them all year round. And I kept planting more and more each season until I planted enough to where I had enough peppers that last me until I got more peppers the next season. This is the first year that happened. From last year's harvest, I still have 1 full gallon size bag that I have in my freezer, and I think like a half one. So probably, it depends. I'm thinking the half one will be used for my pasta sauce when I make it. But I might use, the reason I hesitate is like I might have to use some also out of the other bag. And then I'll chop up a bunch of onions and put it in there, a bunch of garlic and all that. I use my own vegetables in my pasta sauce. So yeah, this was the first time. We're now in October and I still have peppers from 2024. But it took me a while to figure out the number of plants I needed to grow to sustain enough. So you'll hear people who do content on that and say how many of such plant you need to grow to have a year supply. That's going to depend on you and your family, first of all. Just saying. Depending on how much you eat that thing and all that stuff. But I love bell peppers, and I love them more than the ones that I grow. I always would get irritated if I had to buy store-bought ones because I ran out. So I wanted to have enough to never have to go buy the store-bought ones because they don't taste the same. You stick me another one? No, sir. I will look at that off. Why are you doing this to me, Lawson? I'm gonna look at it from an angle. Oh, I can deal with that. I don't know why that doesn't bother me. It's the bugs that bother. It's a snake, y'all. It's the bugs that bother me. It is a big snake though. It ain't like it's a little garden snake. Now, if I was in person, it probably would freak me out. But I don't even like to look at bugs on screen. I have peppers from last year in my freeze. Yes. And several jars pickled. Same. Same. Do you can your sweets? I don't can my sweets though. But I do, yes. Absolutely. It depends on your family's needs. Facts. Facts. And how much you use that item. Some people cook with onions and peppers like multiple times a week. So they're gonna need more. It's you just don't know it. And how much do you use of it? Like if you are using one nice size onion, you're using two of them. Like you really like it. I don't know. Like it's gonna depend on the person. Figure out what it is for you. Don't listen to what these people be telling you. They can give you ideas, but do what's best for you. But y'all, I'm gonna wrap it up because I've been going for 2 hours, and in less than 30 minutes, T-Nog will be live. See now, he should be in the swamp. People, I couldn't do it. He's in South Carolina, so I could see. Yeah, I could see him dealing with that kind of stuff. And you know, when you've been out there in that space, it don't bother you. GT still in the bushes. Listen, I appreciate you, fam. So, and I appreciate everybody who ordered a planner, pre-ordered the planner. And like I said, I'll have the pre-orders going. I'll actually do a post about it, but I'll have the pre-orders going probably until like the third, well, 3 weeks from now. And then I will place the order based on that of how many I need. I'm going to cushion it. So I'm not going to just get the amount that's ordered for those who want to order it afterwards, because I know that everybody can't just go and do that right now. You know, I know that's just how it is. You guys, sometimes you got to shift some stuff around to make things happen that you want to do. But we got the other one coming, the garden one coming. So probably in a couple weeks, I'm hoping maybe I know by the end of this month, I'll have it to be able to show to y'all and put that one out. And yeah, guys, I appreciate y'all though. And I'll be seeing y'all in these streets. So T-Nog is going live at 8 my time. So 8 Eastern. I think she's central. She's in Louisiana, like you. I think she's in New Orleans at that. Bale. So what time is it there? Is it currently 6:38 there? You're an hour behind me, maybe? I think so. But she'll be live tomorrow. 2A in LA will be live at 8 my time, 8 o'clock Eastern. He's Pacific, so it's 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern for 2A in LA. And that's all I got. I'm trying to look, I'll be trying to think of who I know who be live. So I will see y'all in these streets. Good night, everybody. Love y'all. Oh, Pescatarian. Thank you, sis. Pescatarian Gardener will be live tomorrow, Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So for Mindful Mondays, I catch it here and there because my notifications don't be going off for it, but I'm gonna set me something so I remember to come in there tomorrow. She does her Mindful Monday live. So check her out. If you're not following her, get over there. Sup. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that, because y'all don't ever feel like you can't say what's happening on your channel here. Let me know what it is so we can make sure that everybody come check you out. Okay? Because you here because, you like hanging out with your girl. I can share y'all with them. Just come back to me. Because then if y'all don't, then I'm going to come find you. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, love y'all. I will see y'all in these YouTube street. I appreciate all of y'all. I seriously do. Talk to y'all later. And y'all didn't make me have to drop a whole tear. Have a good week, y'all. We're gonna have a great week. It's starting off great. We're gonna move in purpose. All right. Peace.